All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kwadash, double honors to the elder apostles, the GMS who rule well, and also honor and salutations to those of you who are of the hopeful elect and are out there teaching the word in sincerity and truth. All right, so today I wanted to talk about, Esau a little bit, and the venom that he has, and I'm saying he, but the venom that he and she has towards our nation, the 12 tribes of Israel. And I've been thinking about this for a couple of days, and I think I've done a show similar to this, but I wanted to talk about it a little bit more. And because we had when you look at current events in the social world, there's this big hoopla around boycotting Gucci for the sweater that they had with blackface. I'll show that in just a second. Prada even did a little caricature of a little monkey that that looked like it was dressed in blackface. And I wanted to talk about that venom, because our people, they get sensitive about shit like that. they look at that and they get all emotional. Oh, why they doing that? Blah 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 blah. Well, you can't expect someone as wicked as Esau to be. Give me 1 second. I gotta write something down. You can't expect somebody as wicked as Esau to be merciful or to be sensitive to your issues about things that have happened to us, because first and foremost, he's the one that did it. he's the one that put you in slavery. He's the one that demonized you. He's the one that animalized you. So when he continues to do it, why do you expect him to be sensitive to how it makes you feel? And what I want to say to Jake, to Israel, the ones that don't know that they're Israelites, the ones that don't know that they have something better than these Edomites, that the only reason why they have such venom towards you is because they want to be you. They want to be you, and this venom, as we can go even as far back as Cain in that spirit, right? But to keep it simple, on a fleshly level, he wants to be who you are. All of these blackface things, and they had the little black kid a couple years ago, maybe a year or so ago, with the monkey in the jungle t-shirt, and his mother was kind of defending the company that had him doing it. And it's, and made me lose my train of thought, but it's you can't expect Esau to be sensitive to these issues. He wants to be who you are, so he's gonna that envy is, that's what I want to say. That envy is what drives his behavior. Again, it starts all the way back with Esau, when he wanted to get that blessing, when Jacob supplanted him for that blessing. And like I always say, that hatred and that venom seeped into his bloodstream and into his semen, and every child that he's had since his first has carried that same venom, that same envy. And really, they just want to be us, man. And it's one of these things where Black consciousness community always say that the white man's deepest fear is the black penis. But it's deeper than that, man. They want to be who you are. They want to have style. They want to have sophistication. They want to have intelligence. They want to have creativity. They want to have athleticism. They want to, they want to have wisdom, right? But it's just not in them. To have those things, you need to be connected to the Most High, and they are not. They were the vessel created for destruction, man. Let me get that. I think that's how you spell it. Maybe a U. I knew it. Let me see. Am I spelling vessel wrong? Oh, wait a minute now. Come on now. Ah, damn. Romans. Here we go. This is Romans 9:21. Actually, let me see. I'll just jump right to it. It says, this is Romans 9:21. It says, "Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor?" Right? And they're just the vessel of dishonor. And they want to be you. They want to be connected to the Heavenly Father the way you are. So their envy does what? Makes them do childish things, blackface and all of that stuff. But they want to be you. They want to be you. And really, what Esau's doing, when you have these, when you think about the Renaissance period up until now, all they're doing is their best rendition of you, right? What better thing to do, right, than to animalize you, right? Relegate you to the worst neighborhoods, create these environments where you'll act like animals, and then they can copy you doing what you do, and make you feel like you've never been a sophisticated person. They're just doing their best rendition of our people, man. So I wanted to show a couple of things, in Lord's will, to it'll lead me into some scriptures. But really quick, let me go to these images right quick. I'll do this first. Right, so here's the sweater that Jake is all messed up about. And Gucci is apologizing just because, but their sales aren't going to drop any, because Jake is already wrapped up into this Gucci, that big symbol on the belt, or that big symbol on the headband or the shirt or the bag, as being a symbol of riches, right? It's a symbol of being rich. So they're not going to stop buying Gucci. T.I. came out against it and said we should boycott, but really, Jake ain't gonna boycott, and Gucci ain't gonna stop doing this. Next week it'll be another company that does it, right? But this is the sweater, right? But this is just envy. That's all that is. Because I should have pulled it up. I'm just thinking about it now. This red thing right here made me think of it. But when you do the research, red lipstick was created to make so-called white women's lips look more full. You see, what's it called? Not the lapel. It's called a bustle. I think it is a bustle. Matter of fact, I think I got something pulled up in here. Right. Let me see. Look at this. Look at this little girl. So-called white girl. But this is her. But she might be a Jake though. She don't look like a straight up Edomite, but who knows? But you see, look at. I think this is one of them Kardashian chicks, the OJ looking one. Really, it's just envy, man. Where's that picture I'm looking for? Right here, boom. I think I clicked on it. Yeah, right here. White women copying black women's bodies during the Victorian era, right? So they have this device underneath their dress. In some places you read, it'll say that it was designed to keep the the material from dragging on the floor, which is a bunch of bullshit. Because just don't make it so long. Why you need something like this underneath the dress to keep it from dragging on the floor? Just cut some material off so it doesn't drag on the floor, right? It's all bullshit, right? These little hair designs where they make their hair look puffy because they want that volume. Think about that. In modern day times, what do? They sell shampoo commercials. Oh, give your hair more volume, right? Why do they need more volume in their hair, right? Because of imitation, man. They want to be you, right? Look, it says Victorian fashion, a bustle. That's what it is. A bustle or corset was born out of European contact and obsession with the African body. We know we're not Africans, but point still remains. Specifically, the Hottentot Venus, Sarah Bartman. The shape created by the combination of a bustle and a corset accentuating the rump, waist, and bosom, resulted in highly idealized representations of female sexual identity, at once exaggerated and concealed by the structures of adornment. Right, and this is just a little cartoon of it. But if you look, matter of fact, maybe if I do this, Victorian attire for women. Right? So check this out. I didn't even think to do this. Let me see. Right? So, they have that corset on and bring their waist in and pop the rumpus out a little bit. They want to be you, which was what upsets me about our women, how they try to dress like Esau or try to look like Esau with the blonde hair and the lightening of the skin when they want to be you. Look at this. That looks so unnatural. But you put a Jake woman up there, boy, she'll show you a little something. Look at this. You see? They were imitating so-called black women, man. So it's envy. It's envy. Right? Check that out. Ain't nobody built like that. But again, they were imitating you. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find like a little cause then they would do those big, curls. That's what I'm looking for. Like this. Let me see. No, that ain't it. But they would do these big curls to make their hair more full and puffy, like our women, man. And this is not a new thing, right? So let's go here really quick. I'm gonna keep it scriptural. Let me see. I think I wrote that before. Right. Let me see. This is Genesis 27:34. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried with a great exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, the brother came with subtlety, and have taken away thy blessing. And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times, and took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? Let me keep going because I want to read 38. It says, And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. You see? And that envy, that venom poured into his bloodstream, man, and into his semen, and into his children. And this is what you get, right, in these times. Shit like this. And shit like this. You see? It's just venom, man. It's just venom. Look at this. It's just venom. Jealousy. Cause what Jake look like that? Jake don't look like that. But again, it's envy. Yeah, and I said this the other day. Look at Esau. I said this the other day. You can hear how they say black people, black, you black. They're just jealous, man. Oh, and I tried to refrain from saying jealous, not jealous, envious, right? Because there's a difference. Because the Most High is jealous, right, over the things that He loves, which is what his nation, His people. But this venom that Esau has comes from envy, right? So let me show you this real quick. I wanted to show you something. Look at this. Look at Esau in the back, cutting his eye at Jake. He want to be. I could have been a knight. I could have fought in the army. I could have did it. Look at him, old fat neck. Right? I can do that too. Look at Esau. Look at her, mesmerized. Look at her. This is real. This exists. The so-called black people, the Israelites, are the coveted people on the earth, sexually, mentally, like in every way you can desire to be a person or be around a person. They have it, man. Look at this. She don't know what to do with herself. All dreamy eyed. You know? That's all it is. It's envy. It's envy. That's it, man. You know? What's over here? What's this? Right? So this is what they do, man. You know? This is their thing. They want to be our people. Right? And then they try to outsource us. But let me see what else. I wanted to show this picture too. Because this is, matter of fact, let me go here. Where's that other picture? This one right here. Right? Look just like this one, don't it? Boom. Look at Esau. Look at Esau in the back. I can get size like that. Look at Jake. Jake out here. Look at his fucking shoulder. That's the size of a goddamn head. You know? Look at this cat, man. This right here is the this is the epitome. You know, it's always existed. You got what? The Renaissance, right? And then you got the yesterday. You know? And really that's what it is. That's where that venom comes from. So let me this is what we have, right? Because of this. Right now what you have is a revealing of Esau and who he really is, man. And the whole world is like, this is the guy that had us in captivity? Him? You know? Let me go here. Isaiah, what is it? 18, I think. No, I just saw it. 16. This is Isaiah 14 and 16. It says this. Let me see what's up in here. Yeah. Yep. I'll start at 12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. Right? Now, I can do that too. I can sit in the heights of the clouds. I can be on a throne. That's Esau, man. This you sound like a kid. I can jump high too. I'm fast too. This is what you have, a envious child whose father gave the other brother more attention, and he wanted to show his dad that I can do it too. That's all Esau is. When I look at Esau, you know, which is a big change, because when you're in the world, you look at them. Well, maybe not as a man, but as a child, when I was a kid, I looked at Esau like he could do no wrong, and now he's being revealed. So it said this. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Why? Because they're like, look how people we're figuring out. Look how feeble he is. He's never invented anything. He's never been influential in anything. His whole legacy is theft, robbery. Right? When you talk about the founding fathers, right? You could say that America is one of their proudest moments, right? As a nation, Edom, right? But really, what did they do? They didn't create a nation, right? They took one that was already established. They didn't find riches. They took riches that was already cultivated, right? It says this, that made the world as a wilderness. You see? Well, how do you make something a wilderness? By you taking all its resources, cutting down the trees, taking the oil, taking the gold, stripping it bare, right? And destroyed the cities thereof, you see? That opened not the house of his prisoners. You see? This is his legacy, man. This is what he's left behind. Now imagine that. If you imagine the psychological things that it would do to one's mind to never have made anything and never have created anything, and these people, no matter what you do to them, they always seem to come out on top. That would create a level of envy in them. You see? So that's it, man. That was all I had. It wasn't too deep, but I just wanted to get that thought out there. Our people got to stop being so sensitive you about somebody who's just envying you. Like, look, let me show you something else. Let me see. What is that? Show you something else. I'm sitting here looking at the picture that's on my desk. Is it 3 and 48 or 3 and 38? Yeah, 48. This is First Maccabees 3 and 48, and it says, and laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. You see? Same thing in Job 9 and 24. I can be God too. I can be the image of righteousness. You see, it's just envy, man. That's all it is envy. And I would say our people got to stop being so sensitive about Esau's, behavior. But really they won't be. Only the elect are going to understand how low the Edomites are. What did Job say? What is that? Job 30 and 1? I want to say I haven't read this in a long time. Yeah, Job 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision. Right? They came from us, man. Right? Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Right? These people are base and vile. Matter of fact, what is that? Let's see. Nope. Is it Nope. It's What is it? Here we go. I think it's 1 and 9. What would be considered 1 and 9? Right. And thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of the Most High, and to an unjust king, and the most wicked in all the world. You see, these are a base people. Let me see. Set up over at the basest of men. Daniel 4:17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. You see? This is who's ruling the world. Base men. No level of creativity, but one thing that they're good at is destroying. And this is why they've been able to rule so hardly. You know, don't be afraid of Esau, man. You know, have faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He's a pansy. You know, man, just think about it. Think about it. When you was a kid, and y'all was about to play a pickup game of basketball, you didn't pick Esau first. Esau might not have even played, right? And then when you see a Edomite or a so-called white person, I'll say, who got some skills and could play, you're shocked. Why is that? Like, oh, this white boy got some skills. Why are you so shocked? Because it ain't in him. All right, so that's it, man. That's all I had. Hopefully that was edifying. And until the next time, I say shalom.